Hi guys, I'm the traveling queen, Zanae Miller. Today I'm going to give you 3 tips for your trip to Japan. To me, these 3 tips are very helpful because they're going to save you time and energy once you take that long flight to Japan if you're leaving from the United States to Japan. Okay, tip number 1 is get your currency at the Japan airport. I used to get my currency at my local bank and I thought I was getting a good deal. And one day I was running kind of late, so I got my currency at the exchange in the Tokyo airport. And I was shocked at how cheap it was to get currency at the airport in Japan versus trying to prepare and buy my currency in the United States. So, again, I'm going to show you proof here, but I would get my currency at the currency exchange once you reach Japan instead of trying to get your currency in the United States. Next tip is before you go to Japan, you want to get your Visit Japan website QR code. Here's an example of one. What this does is when you go to the website, you're going to register your trip. You're letting Japan know the duration of your trip, where you're going to be staying, and any packages that you're bringing into Japan. It takes just a couple of minutes to register online, but once you do, you will be issued a QR code, and this is going to help you when you get to immigration. We all know how it is when you've been on a long flight, but here with the QR code, once you get your luggage, you can quickly scan your QR code as you're going through immigration, and it's going to save you some time. If you do not do this before you enter Japan, you're going to have to spend that time once you get your luggage. You're going to have to manually fill out that information while you're in immigration and customs. So again, save yourself 30 to 45 minutes by doing this prior to your trip. You can even do it on the plane if they have Wi-Fi. You can fill it out and create and generate your QR code while you're on the plane landing. And again, that will save you some time once you get to Here's another tip. When I'm in a different country, I like to have Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi gives me the ability to use my app so that I'm navigating through different cities. So whenever I go to Japan, I use Airalo. Airalo has several different packages depending on how much storage or usage you plan on having when you're in that different country. They're very easy to use. I've been using them now for the past 2 years. The customer service is top tier. I'm going to show you over here the different packages that I've used. I always use the Moshi Moshi package when I go to Japan. I highly recommend them. And again, it's helpful. You can install and activate the package again once you get to Japan. And by the time you're going through customs and getting your luggage and finding your transportation, you've got Wi-Fi, so you can easily navigate in the city. Here's another tip when you're in Japan. You want to find an app that you can use to help you navigate in the city, especially if it's your first time visiting. I like to use Google Maps. Google Maps gives me directions, so it shows me what trains to get on, what trains or buses or even flights that I can take when I'm in Japan. The only thing about using Google Maps is that sometimes the elevation that it gives you for different cities is not accurate. I once stayed at the Hotel Ontario in Tokyo, and Google Maps told me that the elevation was flat. So I assumed I could bring my suitcase, my purse, and my backpack with no issues. Little did I know when I got off the train and I turned to look where my hotel was, it was literally at a 45-degree incline to get to my hotel. So keep in mind, I've already taken a long 14-hour flight to get over to Tokyo. So now I'm walking through the city from the train station, trying to drag my suitcase up this hill. I was so exhausted. But luckily, I bumped into a professor at the local college near the hotel, and he dragged my suitcase into the hotel for me. So again, Google Maps is good for showing you how to get to your destination, but sometimes it may not tell you the elevation when you get to your destination. So just be aware of that and wear the proper shoes in those types of situations. Okay, so I've given you my tips about going to Japan. Do you guys have any questions? I just got back from one of my more recent trips. I spent about 10 days in Tokyo. Basically last week. I just got home last week. I've been home for about a week. So if you have any questions about traveling to Japan, I will do my best to get you an answer. If not, I will try to point you in the right direction. Again, I am Zanae Miller. I'm the Traveling Queen. Thank you for visiting my channel. Bye.